Indoor simulator golf is way better than regular outdoor golf. Said no one ever. But playing golf indoors definitely does have its benefits, and I'm about to explain 7 reasons why playing on a golf simulator is actually better than real golf. Indoor golf is getting bigger. Thanks to more affordable technology, realistic and accurate home golf simulators are now within reach for regular golfers. In fact, you can build a complete setup for less than £1,000. So what was once reserved for the tour pros and millionaires is now showing up in garages, spare rooms and garden sheds all over the world. In South Korea, for example, indoor screen golf has actually become more popular than traditional outdoor golf, with over half of the rounds now played on simulators. Driven by limited land, high green fees and a fast-paced urban lifestyle, screen golf offers an affordable and convenient alternative. But here's a few more reasons why you might want to invest in a golf simulator. Have you ever spent all week looking forward to a round of golf, only to have it ruined by the weather? Well, that happens all of the time here in the UK. But in a golf simulator, you can play anytime, anywhere, in perfect temperatures and conditions that you control. So the rain, ice, snow or fog will never cancel your golf plans again. So you can work on your game or play virtual recreations of world famous courses whenever you feel like it. Last summer we had a Golf Society Day, the same day that England played Spain in the European Championship final. We had perfect weather, a great golf course and a chance to hopefully watch England lift the trophy that night.
Cucurella gets it back in! Ball scores for Spain!
But our 5-hour round dragged on so long that we were practically sprinting off the 18th green just to catch kickoff. So if the pace of play on a real golf course drives you mad, here's a little solution. What if I told you you could play a full 18-hole round of simulator golf in less than 45 minutes? And even less if you use the auto putt feature. There's no waiting around for groups in front of you, no searching for golf balls, just non-stop golf. So if slow rounds are ruining your love for the game, a golf simulator might just be your new best friend. You know when you're out on the golf course and you see those beautiful houses backing onto the fairway, and you always think, imagine living in one of those. Well, owning a golf simulator is kind of like that. You just steps away from a round anytime that you want. And the best part is, you don't have to play alone either. You can tee it up with other golfers from all over the world. Now, I must admit, I was a bit skeptical about this, but the first time that I jumped into an online match against a random opponent in Canada, we chatted away on Discord, even put our cameras on, and by the end of the round, it felt like I'd known the guy for years, very much like what happens in real golf. So you can join a Facebook or Discord simulator golf group and you'll always find somebody to play with. And if you want to get even more competitive, the Simulator Golf Tour is absolutely unreal. It has weekly events, world rankings, and you can compete on virtual versions of real life golf courses that the pros are actually playing on the tour that week. Let's be honest, that's the closest that most of us are going to get to feeling like a tour pro. So yeah, you don't need to live near a golf course to play golf. All you need is a few spare feet in your garage, your basement or a garden room, and the world of golf is yours. If you'd like to know exactly how much space that you need to build a golf simulator, or if you've been thinking about building one for a while but you're not too sure where to start, then I've put together a simple online course that breaks it all down for you. It walks you through every component step by step so that you can build a professional level setup without wasting loads of hours of time researching or overspending. It walks you through every component step by step so that you can build a pro level setup without wasting hours researching or overspending. So if you're serious about improving your golf game, then check out the link in the description below. Have you ever dreamed of playing Augusta National? St Andrews, Pebble Beach. Yeah, me too. But I feel like I've already played those courses dozens of times, and I've not had to wake up at the crack of dawn to join a ballot or be left hundreds of pounds out of pocket each time. In fact, I've played them all for less than $250 a year. Now with Simulator Golf, you can tee it up at the most iconic bucket list courses in the world on extremely accurate virtual replicas. So challenge yourself to recreate famous shots like Tiger's chipping on 16 at the Masters, or get your friends round to take on the iconic 17th Island green at the Players. It's never going to be exactly the same, but it's the closest that many of us will ever get. And honestly, it's absolutely amazing. Have you ever pulled out a fresh Pro V1 and then proceeded to smash it out of bounds? Actually happened to me last week, that. Anyway, in a golf simulator, you can safely play with brand new Pro Vs or any other expensive golf ball and never have to worry about losing one. But on a serious note, in a simulator, you can play using the same golf balls that you would usually use out on the course. So when it comes to practice, you can start dialing in your distances and see how that particular ball that you're using performs for you. Which leads me nicely onto my next point. What do you think helps you improve your golf game more? The driving range or a simulator? Well, at the driving range, you're often hitting worn out, rock hard golf balls, guessing your numbers and watching ball flights that don't always truly reflect what will happen on the real course. But with a simulator, you're getting accurate feedback after every single shot. You can dial in your distances, understand your shot shape, and actually track your progress over time. Plus, because you're using proper golf balls and the same ones that you'd be using out on the course, the numbers that you're seeing in the simulator are going to translate directly over to your real game. It makes practice way more effective. And if you're into the data, then you can go even deeper. Ball speed, club speed, spin rates, launch angles, it's all there ready to help you fine-tune your swing. Have you invested in some top-tier golf sim gear? Well, don't let a bad HDMI cable limit your performance. RUIPRO's 8K HDMI cable ensures crystal clear, lag-free visuals with uncompressed 8K at 60Hz or 4K at 120Hz. With 48 gigabits per second bandwidth and pure fiber optics, expect zero dropouts, no interference, and easy upgrades with some detachable connectors. Lightweight, flexible, and backed by a 5-year warranty, RUIPRO cables are built to last. So don't let cheap cables ruin your experience. Upgrade to RUIPRO and order yours from the link in the description. Do you ever feel like your body just can't handle 18 holes anymore? Maybe you've got a bad knee or a dodgy hip, or you just don't have the energy or the time to walk over 6,000 yards. Now with a home simulator, you can still play a full 18-hole round without all of the physical strain. Minimal walking, no steep hills. It's much less physically demanding, unless you're smashing 300 plus balls a day, which I do sometimes. Maybe you're an older golfer who still wants to enjoy the game, someone recovering from an injury, or you're just a little bit lazy. Well, Sim Golf keeps you ticking over, playing the game that you love without the toll that it can take on your body. And like I've mentioned previously, it can still be extremely sociable. Simulator Golf exists for one reason, so that we can keep playing no matter what life throws at us. Weather, time constraints, family commitments, we've all got things that keep us off the course. And let's be honest, nothing is going to replace the real life outdoor version of this beautiful game that we all love. But with a simulator, we can keep playing, keep improving, and most importantly, keep having fun. But after all of that, Simulator Golf is definitely not perfect. So to find out why it might not be right for you, watch this video that's on the screen right now.